Hi, I know it's been a really long time, probably over a year actually, since I last did a video. I did a video regarding my mom's journey, her pancreatic cancer journey, on Dr. Sebi's products. And sad to say that my mom has passed away. She was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, I believe it was November. And every time we would go to the doctor would say, "Oh, this tumor is growing." It was growing really rapidly. But we started on Dr. Sebi's products, and prior to the products getting here, we just changed our diet completely. And I changed my diet along with her to support her. After that, every time my mom went to the doctor was saying, "Well, what are you doing?" Because the tumor just stopped, wasn't growing anymore. And that was just on palpation. So every time palpating is feeling. So every time she would feel the tumor, to kind of measure it, she said it like it wasn't growing. She didn't know what was happening. And that happened about 3 or 4 times. Unfortunately, my mom decided to do chemotherapy, which chemotherapy attacks everything, all the good cells and the bad cells. And she, was getting really, really weak from the chemo. I think she did about 3 rounds of chemo and she couldn't do anymore. In addition, my mom decided that she didn't want to eat the way we were eating anymore, that she wanted to eat other things. And so, as a loving daughter, and just a human being, a loving human being, what I realized from this whole process is everybody has the right to decide their own destiny. And that's, they have the right to decide how they want to live, as well as the right to decide how they may not want to live. And so, with that being said, my mom passed away April 12th of 2016. Now, the thing about this is that every week when my mom's doctor would call, because we were actually going every week, but actually when my mom started on the chemo and she was really sick, she decided to take a break from it. So she wasn't going every week after that, because the doctor was like, let's give her a little time to kind of catch herself, what have you. But every week when the doctor would call me, she was shocked. She just thought I was going to tell her that my mom had passed away, transitioned. And and I was like, no, she's here. She's okay. She was able to talk and all that kind of stuff, and I was really able to enjoy her. And then the time came when my mom transitioned, and again, it was inexplicable in that we couldn't decide. It was like maybe like a week prior to the day that she transitioned, she wound up on life support. Okay, she had gotten sepsis and wound up on life support, because what chemo does, it kills everything. So it opens you up to a lot of organisms that your body may not be able to fight. That's what it is. Not that it brings anything extra to you. It's that the things that your body would normally be able to fight, it's resistance. Your body's resistance is down, the immunity's down, everything. So stuff that might not be a danger to you now becomes a danger to you. And so my mom was in hospital back and forth or whatever. And anyway, this particular admission to the hospital, she wound up on life support. And so I have 3 sisters. And I, of course, wanted my mom to live forever. And I said no DNR. And my other sisters, they agreed with me. And I'm the youngest. So when it really started to get to the point where they just felt like my mom would not recover from this admission, like she would not, get out of this admission alive. We had a couple of meetings with the doctors, and me being the youngest, and I'm just like, no, resuscitate her every time. I don't care. Just resuscitate her. So at this point, this day, the day my mom transitioned, we all were at the hospital. And the doctors were like, well, we had to resuscitate her a couple times, and we just want to know, what would you like us to do if she codes again, which is if she when you code, it's like you just stop breathing. Your vital signs just go blank. You don't have any vital signs. So then they have to revive you. And so they were like, well, what do you guys want us to do? And I was like, I don't care. I want you to do everything. We're not signing a DNR. And my sisters were like, listen, mommy wouldn't want to live like this. And I knew my mother would not have wanted to live like that, but I just wasn't ready to let her go. And so while we were in the meeting, my mom coded. And so the nurses, the doctors come running to the family room because we were having this discussion on what we're going to do. And they were like, listen, you got to come now. Your mom is coding. What do you want us to do? What do you want us to do? And we all went running down the hall. And my oldest sister said, let her go. Let her go. And as sad as it was just like, it was also beautiful. It was like my mom made that decision. She decided that this is my time. My children are together and I'm going to leave now. And so she did. She made that decision. She left. She left us. And we're coming up on a year. April 12th is going to be a year since my mother passed away. And, I miss my mother a lot. I really, really miss her. But I stopped mourning her a few months ago. She came to me in a dream and she said, listen, she said, the time for being sad is over. And I'm just recalling a very emotional experience, but it was almost, and it was weird because it was around her birthday and I didn't even remember at that point that, oh my gosh, it's my mom's birthday. But she came to me in a dream and she said, time for being sad is over. And it was like, I just stopped mourning. So I don't mourn her anymore. I remember her. I can hear her voice very loudly. It makes me laugh. It makes me smile. It makes me smile. And I know that my mother, she did it her way. And because she did it her way, I'm okay with that. Me as a daughter, I did everything I possibly could to try and keep her here for as long as I possibly could. And so I'm okay with that as well. So I just wanted to let you know that my mom has transitioned. It would be hard to say, if things could have been different. I believe that if she didn't do the chemo, that she might still be around, but I don't know that. Pancreatic cancer is a beast, and what I urge everybody out there who can hear me and see me is to just eat better. Take care of yourselves and eat better. Eat better now. Not that my mother was some bad eater. She wasn't. But really try very hard and eat things that are organic things, and stay away from sweets. Sugar is 6 times more addictive than cocaine, and it might even be 8 times. I don't really know, but I definitely know it's more than 6. So, brothers and sisters, I just urge you to take care of yourselves. Let's take care of ourselves, take care of one another, eat better. And so that's all. I just wanted to let you all know that my mom has transitioned. Thank you so much for watching. And if I have been able to help any of you out there, I'm really touched and honored by that. So this will not be my last video. Things are definitely looking up. So please stay tuned for more. There's more in store. I'm homeschooling my 2 children, and I do take video on that. So, all right, take care and see you soon.